Hello, everyone. Good day and welcome to the Monday, February 17th edition of One Global Movement, Building Hopes and Dreams, where we always come together to speak from the heart for our children, young people, and women, helping them to defeat hunger, illiteracy, and poverty. Thank you guys so much for your contribution. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for everything that you're doing, especially those around the globe that are volunteering for One Global Movement. We have not met in person, but the kind of work that you're doing, the time that you're devoting, and everything that you're doing, I highly appreciate it. And therefore, it's going to serve our children worldwide. Thank you so much on behalf of all the children, the young people, and the women in the world. So, we're talking today about the mantle of hope, revolution, inspiration. And the theme for today is Black history, art, music, and literature, number 7. Black history, art, music, and literacy, number 7. Literature, not literacy. I always talk about education. So I love music, and I know a lot of you love it too. Art, I love to dance. I like to draw, even though I don't know how to draw well, but I try sometimes. I like to listen to stories from my grandparents. I love the literature of my culture because I am a Black woman and I love that. And when you take this Black history and put it together with other history of the world, it just makes the world so beautiful. And it really just makes children to be happy because they're all included and they're given choices. So all of this different history is beauty in diversity. When we come together with this different art, music, literature, and music and history, we make the world a beautiful and a better place for all our children to belong. So thank you guys so much. One Global Movement, the legacy of Black art, music, and literature in shaping a better world for every child. From the heart of the Harlem Renaissance to the rhythm of hip hop, the creative expressions of Black artists, musicians, and writers have transcended time, borders, and barriers. And writers have transcended a lot of years, shaping the very fabric of global culture. One Global Movement stands at the crossroads of history and empowerment, championing the voices of those who have used their artistic gift to inspire, to educate, and to liberate. What is your artistic gift? What do you have? Each and every one of us have it. I have it. Are you using it to the betterment of humanity? Are you using it for the betterment of children? These are questions that we need to ask ourselves every day as we continue to work on our goals and our dreams, and as we continue to help children, young people, and families, especially the most vulnerable, to rewrite their story with the kind of beauty that they deserve. So, this is very, very important. Art, music, and literature have always been very powerful tools of resistance and transformation. Black artists have painted the realities of their struggles and victories on the canvas of history, illustrating the beauty, pain, and resilience of their people, whether it was Jacob Lawrence's vivid depictions of the Great Migration or Jean-Michel Muscat's avant-garde critiques of power and race. Black visual artistry has spoken truths that words alone could not capture. That is what art does. It's very beautiful. Your painting alone can tell millions of stories. Your singing alone, your song can tell billions of stories. Your coloring, your drawing, your dance tells a lot. And this is what we're talking about. It captures the beauty of our cultures and of the world. So this is very, very important. It tells the truth that words alone could not capture. Today, in alignment with One Global Movement's mission to uplift the lives of children, women, and young people, we recognize that art is not just a reflection of life. No, that's not just what it is. It is a catalyst of change and a catalyst for change. Music has long been the heartbeat of Black experience, providing both solace, that's comfort, and strength, times of hardship and revolution. We have seen it from slavery to colonialism to imperialism, and we still experience that today. Like for me, when I'm not feeling good about myself or when I'm feeling down, I listen to music. And when I can dance, I will dance. That alone really helps me and to transform the negative power within me into a powerful, beautiful, positive power for the betterment of humanity. So the synapses and the rhythms of jazz, the soul stirring melodies of gospel music, and the defiant energy of hip hop have all echoed the cries of justice, equality, and self expression. Legends like Louis Armstrong, Nina Simone, and Tupac Shakur did more than entertain. They empowered generations to rise above adversity and demand their rightful place in society. One global movement echoes this call, recognizing that music is more than just a sound. It is a movement that unites hearts and minds across the world. I write music. At least I believe that I do. But I don't know how to compose it. Music is beautiful. And when you hear this, if you can compose music, call me, connect with me, and let us create this beautiful music that will is an expression of what our children go through. It's an expression of the equality and the quality of education that we need for our children. Is an expression of all inclusion, expression of choices for our children, not just Black children, but children in every community in the world. So literature has been the ink, remember? The ink with which we write. It has been the ink with which Black writers have written narratives of oppression and exclusion, from the poetic brilliance of Langston Hughes to the revolutionary storytelling of Toni Morrison and the social critics of James Baldwin. Black literature has served as a beacon of hope and wisdom. It has empowered young minds, young generations to embrace knowledge, dismantle ignorance, and create futures filled with limitless potential. One global movement embraces the power of words, the power of writing, putting down your words, advocating for literacy, education, and storytelling as vital forces in eradicating poverty, literature, and social justice. Speaking from the standpoint of a child that went through hardship in acquiring education, an education that was denied and put in place something else that was not healthy for me, and my grandmother, my mother, and some good parents of my village came together to champion the cause of my education. And in turn, I am giving back to the world, especially beginning from that village where every parent came together to educate me. And I cannot even talk about education or writing or poetic writing without mentioning Dr. Maya Angelou with the poem Still I Rise. She was depicting the struggles and also empowering Black children and children all over the world to begin to paint their own stories, to begin to write, put their stories on papers. And so that is such a beautiful thing. And that is why we are celebrating Black History today. So the contributions of Black artists, musicians, and writers are not just historical footprints. No, they're not. They are the blueprints for a better tomorrow. One Global Movement recognizes and honors these legacies by fostering creative platforms where children, women, and young people can find their voices and tell their own stories, just as a Black creative or Black creatives have turned oppression, injustice into art and struggle into song. We too must continue to transform challenges into opportunities, ensuring that the next generation has the tools that they need, the education, and the support to rise above, create a world of equality, justice, and boundless potential for all. Be the role model. Be the role model and rise above. Your scars can turn into stars. If they did for me, they can also do the same thing for you. Through collaboration, education, and artistic empowerment, One Global Movement carries forward the torch of cultural evolution, proving that art, music, literature are not just expressions. They are revolutions that build bridges, heal wounds, and ignite the fire of change. Let us celebrate and uphold the legacies of Black creativity, for in their artistry lies the blueprint of a world where all voices are heard, all stories are valued and read, and all dreams are achievable without any barrier, without any injustice, without any oppression, without any discrimination, without anything that goes against the well being of children, young people, and women worldwide. I put so much emphasis and so much passion into this because I was at that point where education was not for me. I was at the point where in a place so dark and so distant that no child should ever be made to visit. But I am so grateful to first my creator and my grandmother and my mother and some good parents of my village that came together and said, we will educate this child. I was the kind that picked pens and papers and pencils, and I wanted to read everything. I wanted to scribble on every paper, and that paid off. So I encourage all of us to come together under the banner of One Global Movement to transform the world. Transforming Black children and Black communities is a transformation of the world because the history of the world tells us so. Thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you for your contributions to One Global Movement. Until next time, bye bye.